Morning, everyone. Welcome back to the NautiBus build site here in southern Mississippi. Getting right back to it. As a matter of fact, we are now officially getting to some projects that are really going to start making things come together. Our first cicada of the year. Yes, there are cicadas in southern Mississippi. Thank you, because he knew I was filming. So Guys, I will be uploading this video with some connected internet, so check out the video description below for unlimited high-speed internet. What are we working on today? Well, we got the walls done. There's really just 2 more sections of interior that need to get done. Let's do the floors today. Actually, this is a good time to point out one of the reasons why I'm enjoying building my own RV out of a bus chassis, and that is because I get a chance to go back and look at all the things I didn't like about all these 9 RVs and 3 vans that I've had, plus trailers, plus a truck camper. But I get to fix some of those things that I just didn't like that were manufactured in your regular stock RVs these days. And I still have a problem because the Bigfoot is full of carpet. Full of carpet. That is, whoever decided it was a good idea to put carpet in an RV that goes to the beach, that gets wet and carpet? Really? With pets? No. Diana and I had both decided very early on. In fact, you have to go back to November of last year when Diana and I were looking for a refrigerator, of all things, for the bus that would fit through the front door. We went down the clearance aisle and the flooring aisle of Lowe's and found this. The brand is Style Selections. And this was marked clearance. Yeah. They actually only had 5 of these boxes, marked down to $45.62. But we were thinking ahead of time that 5 boxes would get us done because I wasn't going to put the flooring under the cabinets. I wasn't going to put it under the tub. It's not going to go under the bed, under the fridge and stuff like that. But after talking with a few people, especially, Billy here, who's helping me build my bus right now, he said, "You're not going to want to do that, Eric. You're going to want this on the whole floor." So as an interesting little surprise, while I've been gone, as you can see, that box is empty. All 5 boxes are empty because Billy has started flooring in here without me, and I love it. Let me show you what it looks like and what we have left to do. Got the AC absolutely cranking in here. Well, not really. I've got it set to 70 degrees, but look, guys. Dum dum dum. So basically, Diana and I had to pick this ash gray color out from the start. So we're basically working with this gray to incorporate the whole bus. And I love how the Rec Pro couch looks next to the gray. It is a beautiful textured waterproof vinyl plank. So we've got edges on the side where the trim's going to go. This is a floating floor. I would say about 60% of it's done. And it locks in beautifully where you can't even see the seams, guys. There's a seam right there. It is just a beautiful finish. Good for all weather, good for pets, good for water, good for moisture changes, humidity changes. Maybe there'll be times where the bus is stored and it's not climate controlled and get really hot in here. We may go to snowy places where it gets really cold. We might bring snowy, icy shoes inside that are going to melt the ice over this. So we are going to 100% waterproof the floor. I mean, it already was, but once the flooring gets in before we add trim, I will actually be sealing up all the edges with silicone before we put the trim. We got the arcade system over here just so that I can finish this. But yeah, so Billy and Diana called me. They said, "Well, we had a surprise for you, Eric. We were going to surprise you with the floor." They also had started a little bit of ceiling work here, getting some panels fitted in to see how the fiberglass sound deadening panels go in. But they started the floor, and then Diana said, "Eric, we don't have enough." Like that's fine. I mean, we got a national brand. Actually, while I was up in East Alton, Illinois, I went to the Alton Lowe's there, And I've got 4 more boxes, actually. I did not pay $46 a case this time, unfortunately, but they had 52 of these in stock, and I got 4 more, which I think will be more than enough to get us by. These retail, I believe, $68 a box for 23 square foot of coverage. So we saved quite a bit on the first 5 boxes, paid full price for the last 4 boxes here. I've got my compound miter saw out here. I've got my skill saw for cutting. You can see all the gray particles. So yeah, I'm gonna take off right where Billy left off in here. that guy can't sit still for 5 days. My gosh. He's a workaholic sometimes. He's got his own projects. He's building out a 6x12 trailer out there, the same size as my trailer Swift trailer. I'm gonna show you that here later, because he's pretty good at what he does. I'm just kind of hacking away at things. But yeah, let me get my tape measure and my pencil, and we'll get at it here. Alright, let's see about this funky piece going around the seatbelt here and around there. Get that kind of close, lined up. Then I'll go get my whacker. Alright, next one will be a full piece, and it's staggered here. Is an art, if you think. It's like an artwork, right? No rush. It's very comfortable in here, so, and there's at least that. Yeah. Wow. You can't even see the seam. Wow. Alright. Gonna cut away on the wheel well here. Surprisingly, this vinyl planking that has the rubber bottom, it is pretty heavy. I mean, these boxes are heavy. These pieces are pretty heavy. That's a good thing because it keeps it on the floor, because since it's a floating floor, it won't move around when you step on it. But we got really thin. And you can definitely get thicker planks, wood planks, vinyl planks, planks that have quite a bit of cushion underneath so it's soft when you step on it. But obviously when you're building a school bus that you did not do a raised roof on, we don't have unlimited to work with. Diana and I are both blessed to be short. We will be putting probably 1/4-inch planks up here, like 1/4-inch, with plenty of room to still spare for us. But, you know, the thinner you go, I guess the better off you'll be later for height. Close we got around the first wheel well here. Punch there, like that. Flush. Oh, not bad. Okay, I can work with that. Can work with that. Alright, we got some straight runs now. Happy about that. Stagger it, make it look all purty. Yep. Came out really well. We'll have nice pieces of trim here eventually on all the walls. Since there's nothing to keep this section from moving, I'm gonna put some brad nails just to keep it down before the trim goes in the corner there. But Diana, we have floor. We have floor.
Yes! Yes!
It is coming along. Wow, that just changed the whole bus. That is some really nice flooring, by the way. Actually, I'm not quite done. I'm going to be doing the front. Got to get this little section behind here, even though that'll be covered. And this walkway. And Billy and I were even talking about later on possibly putting some against this wall here where that light is. So that when you come in, you see the entrance right there that transitions to the gray. But, yeah. It'll be easy to keep clean. It'll be easier than carpet to keep clean in here. Oh, yeah. Work hard, play hard. You gotta have this. We are now officially in the warmer, humider times here in southern Mississippi. It's a humidity feeling that I've not experienced ever. It's very different than regular coastal ocean humidity, like from the Atlantic or Pacific Ocean. Down here, the Gulf humidity just it hits a little harder. So I'll sit in my pool. We're not even heating this pool anymore. But this is a hot tub. I just turn the filter on and I just let it filter, put the cover on. Every day it's between 82 and 87 degrees water temperature. So it basically is a solar heated pool at this point, and it's super comfortable. And if we ever decide we do want to use it for a hot tub, we just got to decide that day by 8 a.m. Keep the cover on it, and it'll be 104 degrees by 6 p.m. So, but it's just plugged into the bus power right now, which we're obviously not getting a whole lot of solar on the bus. We're going to show you my new cup lid. An absolute must here in the South where there's flies, mosquitoes, and ants. I've already been teased quite a bit by people who think this is funny, but because it looks like a sippy cup. It is actually a Harley Davidson logo topper here. So what you do is you open it up and then you put this on it. And then look, you just drink it just like this. And then when you're done, close the lid. No ants, flies, mosquitoes, or anything gets into it. Works great. Love it. I don't care. Call it a sippy cup. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. It does what it's supposed to do. It keeps ants out of my frickin' drinks. So. Good boy, Opie. What do you think of those floors? Pretty nice on your cat paws? Nothing but the best for my boy. You can hop up. Here, hop up. Opie, hop up. Hey, you wanna hop up? Still try out the floor, huh? What do you think of the floor? Yeah, Daddy did that for you. I did that for the baby boy. What do you think? Nice floor for the baby boys. Yeah, and for Tara, you think Tara will be happy with that? Good deal. You ready to move in? Yeah, we're almost ready to spend a night in here, huh? No, man, we need a toilet and a shower and a sink and a stove and... Yeah, we do. Oh, I finished the front. Well, I finished it as much as I want to do right now. I got behind the seat taken care of, and then these planks meet up to this where that down spot is, because we insulated the floor. And then I've got 3 planks going this way. 1, 2, 3. If we stand back, though, I want you to look. So the darkest part of our gray actually matches the dash, the darkest part. But also there's, well, that's not true, because there's even like black stripes and stuff through here. And so the dark, almost black matches the black vent accents. So it's just really going to look cool. And later on, that whole black corner right there, we'll have it. I just want to get some better glue before I move on to that. But this came perfectly flush with the rubber. Just got to put a bead of silicone right in the crack to keep this waterproof. That's a high traffic area when you come in right there. Oh yeah! Good project today. Good progress in the bus. It's these little things. I did not preheat the lens this time, so it is a little foggy here. Sorry about that, but some of these projects are kind of tedious, but once you get done with them, you get to move on to the next thing. It's kind of like a rite of passage for me, getting all these things done in my bus. I am trying to acclimate myself to this incredible humidity. I am not used to this, guys. I've been warned that even the locals don't get used to the humidity out here. You just deal with it. I like working inside the bus. I'm looking forward to more indoor projects this summer. They're not all going to be that way, though. But anyways, guys, be well. We'll see you in the next one. I think we're working on the ceiling next.